his ding dong was just all wrong. In the mood for nothing crazy. I want my ice cream going really bad. And I've had a long day, but since we're here, way back December 5th, 2008, that's the story that I'm about to tell y'all. Back when I was younger, I was acting up and everything, and my mom moved me to a different school. And my mom thought moving me to a different school would help, but I ended up going to that school, beating up all the racist bitches. So I ended up having to go back, and that was December 5th, 2008. And I remember I was sitting there first day of school. I'm sitting there in the hallway. Pretty sure I'm with Alyssa. I'm like, yo, who is that? She's like, I think that's John's brother. I was like, give him my number. I looked over, he was handsome. He was taller than me, pale skin, like fair skin, curly Spanish boy hair. Really, like, he had a cute smile. He was so handsome, but that was back then. But anyway, fast forward. I'm gonna say that Alyssa gave him my number for me because I can't remember clearly though. We were texting all day though, back and forth. I found out he has a girlfriend. Kept texting back and forth. And then we agreed to hang out that night. At that time, my dad used to go to work at midnight. So I told him pull up at 12:15. So back then, I was 15, he was 18. He didn't have a car yet. So he decides to sneak out and hop on the bike. And that night was a snowstorm. Yo, he came anyway, right? He comes and yeah, so he gets there and he's like, I need water, I need warm water. His fingers were frozen. I kid you not, they were frozen. The next day he was in the hospital because he had frostbite in his fingers. He had beginning stages of frostbite in his fingers. Like they were black in parts. It was insane. It was insane. But basically, that was the same day I became teen mom, and that's why I remember the exact date because that was my one-time thing with him. And then when I found out I was pregnant, we tried it out. Then he started denying the baby. Then all types of craziness. So we just went our separate ways. I raised my son. I wouldn't take that day back for anything, obviously, because it made me a mother. And it gave me one of the most beautiful sons in the world. And 3, it gave me this fucking story. Are you kidding me? Lit. But I remember going to school, and when everybody started finding out I was pregnant with his baby, that's when all hell broke loose. Like, he was talking mad shit, like, because I was the same person I am now when it comes to being loud and proud about how I am back then. So when we had sex, I was like, yo, his ding dong was just all wrong. Like, it was just, that's why I knew. We do the damn thing, and make a baby, like that. And I'm laying on his chest, and when I tell you, like I said, the ding dong was all wrong. The ding dong was all wrong. So that's why I was like, hey, so how many girls did you have sex with before me? Like, really kind of nonchalant, throwing that number, you know, let me get that number. And he was like, you were my first. Girl, as much as I knew from the performance level of what the fuck, I was just like, no, because you know how that happened. Like, he was just off me for a little while after that. We ended up having to hate each other because it was just like crazy. But he was in school talking hella shit like, oh, it's not that my slong's not long. She was too wet. It couldn't stay in. Like, what? Like, first of all, you're going to say some fucked up shit. Say something else. So he was trying to talk so much shit, but the things he was saying was things that people were like, what? Nigga, that sounds like some bomb ass. You know what I'm saying? And it was basically backfiring on him. So that's my story for Frostbite. Y'all already know what to do. Comment below. Tag somebody, subscribe. If you want to see part 5, I'll come with a banger. I got stories for days. This nigga had frostbite. That's crazy. Oh yeah, and by the way, being that my baby father is another one of those like nobodies, like nobody really knows he exists. Just like the guy I lost my virginity to. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bellport people, I know what y'all are waiting for. But tomorrow I'll probably drop one of the ones y'all are waiting for. So stay tuned. Pick which day I gave less fucks. Would it be today, yesterday, tomorrow?